Hello, 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 and welcome to Legend Series, everybody. I'm SquidCS, and you're joining me for our Tuesday afternoon edition of the Legend Series. We start today's show with K0pfsache versus Team Spirit. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. I'll get that Twitch chat open in just a few moments and get talking to you all at home. But first, let's get live into this pistol round. K0pfsache on the defensive, and they are going to be holding up quite early. Bennett needs a couple of extra headshots, though. It's all one-sided bullets. Cody does go down, but k0pfsache's there to trade. So a 3 versus 3, and this A bomb site is all about the retakes. You need to be getting in thick and fast if you really want to be making a big stir here, but these final 3 players about to make their way through. Nice headshot by Kevin there, but he's got a couple more corners to contest. Is Davkost, oh, he gets his head plucked off as well. Sundar Young, the only player left. He's stuck in main, and he's got a lot of work to do here. Hits the initial dink, but that's not enough to find a frag. He needs the 1 versus 3 here, and he's mowing down CTs. Kevin falls as well. A 1 versus 3 there for Sundar Young. Oh my lord, and Spirit are going to start it off strong. 1-0 on the board. That was a beautiful little pistol round from Sundar Young right there. 3-0 for him, of course. And K0pfsache, they are the underdogs in this series. They haven't won a match here at the Legend Series just yet. They're 0-9, so up against one of the favorites here, the second place side, it's Spirit. You'd really be expecting them to come out second place here, come out not as victors. k0pfsache looking for the tap-aways through the smoke. Bennett taking a little bit of damage. Now they have to contest the deagle. Stipe gonna lose his head, and it's complete annihilation for the Germans as they get taken out at every single approach. Only Kevin remaining. He has a deagle of his own, and he's trying to chip away at one. Davkost is going to lose everything above the shoulders. Kevin needs to maybe try and fight his way out. Shoulder spotted, headshot hit, and he is eliminated. So 2-0, and a good start for Spirit. Remember, K0pfsache very good at these pistol rounds. We've actually seen them take far more pistol rounds than gun rounds here at the Legend Series. I think that they're running on over a 50% win rate when it comes to those pistols. But when their opponents get rifles in their hands, that's when K0pfsache have been very tentative to really bring home the bacon. Here come the pushes with the pistols, of course. K0pfsache can't afford in this one. Only a little bit of investment on their double P250. Kevin and Morse holding those, and Davkost is going to go for the aggressive peek through, and the elimination doesn't happen, doesn't come through. Davkost's going to lose a lot of damage there, but K0pfsache have a tough road ahead of them. They're probably going to have to just set up for exits here against the rifles. The bomb still hasn't gone down as well, so Spirit just sweating them out this round. Nothing really special happening here for Spirit. They've just been hitting shots. Got a great series of matches, of course. Epsilon going to be facing off against Spirit next, but it is the turn of K0pfsache and the Germans taking center stage here. A picked up Mac 10 for Bennett. He's going to be trying to utilize that one. Spirit keeping their distance, of course, towards the outer edge of the B bomb site. Moore's eliminated. And then Bennett following suit shortly after. So 3-0, a nice clean start for Spirit, and this is where you have to be worried for K0pfsache. They haven't been perfect in these situations. They tried to change up that roster. Funnily enough, German counterparts playing Ducks, they change up the roster as well, but K0pfsache didn't come out better of the exchange. Playing Ducks certainly did, putting a couple of wins on the board. We're going to be seeing them later this week as well, so I'm interested to see whether Playing Ducks can keep the win streak going and maybe even salvage a place in the top 6. Of course, 11th out of 12 places here at the Legend Series. He eats, gets executed right off the bat. Cody with a great angle there, just trying to play passive instead of going in for the frags, letting Heats approach into him. A very aggressive angle with the AWP as well. Not often seeing Orpas really choose that necessarily. Stipe has this angle on lockdown, and he needs a couple more frags. Spray down doesn't come through. Dima punishes, and a 3 versus 4. K0pfsache have a good read, a good rotate. They've obviously spotted out a couple of players, but the push about to come in, and Morse has been spotted already. Loses a lot of health in that engagement, and now Bennett has to hold it strong over in the corner. He is playing MBK right now, and there's 45 seconds for these Spirit players to make their approach. The bomb is stacked and committed. You've got Sumdar Young towards mid as well, who might be a pivotal factor. There's the Molotov pouring into the corner as well. So Bennett forced out, baited through, and Sumdar Young's going to likely catch Moors in the back. There it is, another round to the way of Spirit. The Russians doing some good work early on today. 4-0 here on the board. That's their opening gun round hit. A flick and a miss, and then a flick and a hit from Davkos. So 4-0. Just pistols, of course, for K0pfsache, not wanting to go too aggressive here today. You don't need to be forcing into every single engagement, of course. You'd be pretty crazy to do so. That 1 versus 3, though, has to kind of stand in your head. You know that those sort of 1v3s can really shake up a team, especially K0pfsache as underdogs. You think that you're going to take the pistol and then it gets completely stolen away from you. You can't find that single frag. The pistol round's normally where most of the damage happens. Kevin looking for the 1 deeks here, but is only able to spot out the 1. Sotvig doing a lot of damage with this MAC-10, and he is actually very wary of this corner. He hits the headshot, but it's not enough to find the frag with the USPS. Rich above 10k, Sotvig, loads of cash. Meanwhile, on the K0pfsache side, they're going for their second buy here. Oh, look at this. He's going for this warbang here. Davkos lining it up, missing that shot though. So close. Davkos. Of course, we can see the little outline, the little X-ray. Of course, K0pfsache and Spirit can't see that. Kevin playing a kind of unconventional angle here. You've got Davkos supporting with the AWP, so as that smoke starts to fade, he's trying to peek and peer over it there. Not going to spot out anything necessarily. You get minimal vision from going for that jump spot. You've got Stipe whiffing that smoke into the corner. Bit of wastage there. But he's got a couple of angles to check out before the pushes come through. They're holding back our Spirit. K0pfsache meeting their lack of aggression with a nice passive approach. Now going for these 1 taps. Steam are going to finally spray down Kevin. Needs a bit of support from Morse here. Fully flashed up, goes for the spray, backs off, caught on the wall. Morse needs to really do some damage at least here, as the Molotovs are going to do the damage. Dima with a nice flick and a headshot. Heat's eliminated again, and he hasn't been able to get into the game just yet. Cash, known commonly as one of his best maps. But here so far today, Heat hasn't been able to get onto the scoreboard at all. Thanks so much for watching the Legend Series, folks. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, of course, in the final 2 weeks. And I must say, oh, what a pair of headshots there, Sotvig. And he's going to make it a hat trick. That's sensational stuff. A big triple kill, ripping the economy of K0pfsache. 6-0 as the Germans faltering once again. We're really hoping for them to cause a stir here today. Maybe find their first upset of Legend Series. 0-9 on the scoreboard. Davkos still with that AWP. It's unfortunate stuff as well. You'd kind of be expecting K0pfsache to at least do some damage, but with the pistols here, not too much of a chance. Heat's finally going to put his first frag on the board. It's a headshot with a deagle. K0p just watching, waiting here for somebody to peek, and a couple of missteps from K0pfsache. Of course, with the pistols, you kind of have to go with it. He's trying to get that follow-up frag. Not going to grab it. And it's probably going to be an A approach again. You can see that Spirit are setting their sights towards that side of the map. They've already found at least one entry here. And they have spotted out Kevin. He's been found. So despite K0pfsache having all of their defense pincered here, they are going to move their way through. Somebody up peering over the smoke. Great spray down there. Baits out a shot, and Stipe's gone. 7-0. Come on, K0pfsache. Come on, come on. What are you made of? Let's see. Come on. That's me. That's me being a cheerleader, of course. Morse has a pretty aggressive angle here. Support with the AWP, but K0p is going to find both headshots there. Morse and heat. That's the B defense down the toilet. Kevin needs to maybe go for a rotate and help things out, but Davkos just aggressively AWPing there. No punishment either, and he is going to find another flick before going down. Headshot onto Bennett. Stipe, final man, and he is being wrapped in as well. So Spirit seemingly just scrimming right now. They're hitting the shots. They're moving forward, being aggressive, being confident. That's what CS is all about. And K0pfsache just can't contest any of this. Up again onto Davkos, and it is going to be the B approach. You've only got one player over here this time. It's Kevin, and they're already going through the sprays, straight through that smoke. K0pfsache are going to need more reinforcements. Me? They're going to need me. And then they're going to need more towards that B-bomb site. But seems like Spirit have kind of predicted this and fallen away. They're going for a 4-man stack, and there's already the opening pick. He's actually exposed himself right there without any flash, any smoke. He needs to be utilizing your utility, and there's the double spray down. Sunder Young finding both frags on that entry. Now Kevin has to do it all. He's behind 2 members, and he's going to spray down the pair of them. Kevin with both. And now a 2 versus 3. This is doable, but K0p has the entirety of the A bomb site. Kevin needs to find this shot, and there are the taps. They're accurate, but he is out of ammunition. He needs to go for the reload, and he is not going to be given chance. 9-0. Spirit handing K0pfsache one of the most convincing losses here in the early game that we've seen throughout the whole of Legend series. This is a spanking. Nades over. Spirit maybe wanting to do something a little faster towards the A bomb site, but they are being crushed here. K0p going to find at least 2, but Davkos with the team kill, Bennett with the spray down, and K0pfsache are going to finally get on the board. So, any dreams of a 16-0? They're gone. Washed away. Spirit deciding to slow things down. Obviously, those slower approaches come with less risk, especially when K0pfsache are making a few mistakes. They're going for overpeaks, both towards mid, A site, especially on the B-bomb site, though. That's when you've seen Heats going aggressive, and once again does exactly the same. Goes aggressive, tries to level up the numbers, but Spirit are so confident in these peaks. And Sunder Young with a perfect flashbang. Kevin doesn't spot it coming. Lands right in his face along with the bullets. Now they've got the 2 players on the B-bomb site, Stipe and Moors. There is a pop flash, at least, for Moz to go for that peak. But we are seeing things fall apart for the Germans once again. And losing this round in particular is going to be heartbreaking. They're going to have no money after this one. Spirit, one of the more consistent teams in this CIS scene. We are really expecting them to come out with a win here, and 10-1 being the scoreline. That prediction really being held strong here by the Russian squad. And they're playing just such a confident approach. Pushes all over this map. Nobody is missing their shots. And K0p really being the pincer of this attack. 15-3, right at the top of the scoreboard. Doing a phenomenal job here against the Germans. And Kevin going to fall early in the round. Maybe 11-1, all the ones perhaps. After this, Heats looks to be lining up a shot. Maybe he's trying to evade a flash when it comes through this smoke, expecting Spirit to get awfully and overly aggressive through this one. And with a minute 20 on the board, Spirit can really just wait this out, sweat this through. And it's all down to K0pfsache to maybe just try and go for this retake. They need a couple of openings here. They've got pistols, but they're being shot in the face at all accounts. K0p eliminating and slaughtering one. Sundar Young with a secondary avenue of approach. His Stavkos finds another. This falling to pieces for K0pfsache once again. Moore's last alive. He's playing in heaven, trying to maybe do some initial damage. I think the Spirit are going to be able to buy up for the remainder of this half, though. This is looking absolutely perfect for those Spirit Dragons. Look at that. They're all in 5 digits. This is... They could buy a house. They could buy a little castle. They could buy anything with this money. They've got so much cash. That single round dealt by K0pfsache really did not even a dent in the economy. And once again, this playthrough is coming in. Teamer finding the initial shot. These pistols falling to absolute shreds. Looks like chat's happy as well. We've got a majority Russian chat today, apparently. Here to watch the Spirit side. Of course, they're going to be playing 2 best-of-2s. After maybe clearing out K0pfsache here, they're going to be playing a secondary best-of-2 against Epsilon Esports, who are really looking to make their way into the top 4. I think that they probably need the next 3 matches to all pan out in their favor, Epsilon, to be able to make their way to that Legend Series Offline final. Spirit already finding the opening frag, but not getting overzealous because of this. Nice headshot from Dima, and now they're about to open up once again. Something doing the damage, double kill. Lots of damage dealt, and now Kevin has to go huge. It's only 1 headshot. 1 and done, 12-1. Finally, the change up from K0pfsache, a double up setup. Heat's only on 1 frag. He's had a horrible first map here today. He's got the second one coming through to maybe make this better. And just as I call him out, he does find a frag. Nicely done by him. Dima going for the aggressive peek as well. Stipe's going to find him. Nice support there, but now the double kill trying to come through by K0pfsache, but he gets found as well. The trade-ups working their magic here. K0pfsache doing some serious work here in the 14th round. Might be able to take a second here if Sotvig can't pull forward a 1 versus 3. It was a 1 versus 3 to start off this map and match. He's funneled away into that corner as Sotvig does go for the trade through. Nice flash and cross there, as that smoke is going to be the fake as he goes towards this B bomb site. No hesitation either. Just supreme confidence coming in. And he is going to bait out that bomb. He's waiting for somebody to peek him. And there's a headshot. Sotvig doing big work, and now it's both players on this B bomb site. He's trading out to an AK-47, and It's going to be back to A for him. Kevin sticking this B defense, and Sotvik's going in for him as well. Hits the shot though. That AWP raining through, and 12-2 being the scoreline. Double AWP's back picked up, and Spirit here looking for a 13-2 finish. Of course, K0pfsache, a 12-3 end to this half is really the only thing that they can count on. Oh, nice tag up from Heats there. That wallbang straight onto Sotvig. Going to do some serious damage earlier in this round, but Dima going to deal even more. Nice double kill, both headshots. Straight into the A-bomb site. Davkos finding another one as well, and this is once again all falling apart. Heats has been spotted. He's going to be found by Davkos as well. One of the premium CIS AWPers over in this Russian scene. Kevin going to finally take him out of this server, but a 1 versus 3. Spirit did manage one earlier on in this half, but Kevin's got a long way to go if he is going to make this happen. He gets found from behind. The CZ closing out the half. So, one pistol round and this might be over already. One of the quickest games of the whole tournament. Remember, we've got Overpass coming up next. That is actually the first time we've seen Overpass in the whole of the Legend series. So, both these teams wanting to expand that map pool. Remember, the more maps you play, the more Legend points you're getting for each win. That's our ELO system we've got here going at ELC Gaming. Spirit going for the wraparound, and they are going to not have any real solid defense on the B bomb site. He's trying to hit these shots with the Glock. Spins around and finds at least one. Sumdai Young, the real menace from the opening pistol round, finally taken down. But 2-13, and Cody's going to at least assassinate another one. Davkos chipping in as well, but these Glocks are doing serious damage here. Dima now needs to chip in. He's trying to get the tapways onto Stipe, who's playing at the back of this B bomb site. Finally gets found, and there's a finishing final headshot. Defuse kit picked up by Sotvig as well. He's going to secure that 14th round on the board, and this is looking like a Spirit demolition job here on Cash. Double Famous, double M4, and MP7 picked up on Sumdai Young. Recently buffed MP7 as well. And now the push is coming through, and I think this is going to be another slaughter. Coldie just nailing it through with the M4, A4, and the MP7 just rattling things off. A weapon that we probably wouldn't have been seeing a couple of weeks ago, but recently put into commission. Look at that scoreboard though, 17-6 Sumdai Young, 22-6 Coldie. This has been an absolute stomp. All members of Spirit on a very high KD. Some of them up above 3 kill death ratio. Dima gonna find another, and this is Night K0pfsache. I think this is maybe the most we've seen. I think we saw 116-0, but I think that this is the most I've seen any team demolished in Legend Series history. This single map. Spirit have had a no-respect style of play. Oh, and they've already left. They've already left the server. Who was that? Oh, that is crazy, and I'm sure he's not joining back. Wow, that is just a no-respect style of Counter-Strike, and they've still got another map to play. Spirit, of course, second here on the Legend Series scoreboard. Well, Davkos is back, apparently. Or maybe it's Sumdai Young who timed out. So they were leaving prematurely. Team are going to finish it off, but this is all said and done. Sotvig and Coldy finish off this match, this map, and 16-2 being the scoreline. What a demolition job there from the CIS squad. What a map there. I don't think I've ever seen a bigger stomp here at Legend Series. They played disrespectful style of Counter-Strike right from round one when that 1 versus 3 came in, and you have to feel like it was maybe even finished right there. Either way, we've got a map of Overpass coming in about 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere.
I've been drinking, no driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. You hold my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm blank sleep, I'm blank coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, no eyes on my skull. I'm high as your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this coke and Patron, I'm on coke and Patron. Coke and Patron, coke and Patron, coke and Patron, coke and Patron, coke and Patron. I've been drinking, no driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you hold on my phone and won't leave me alone, I'm like Steve, I'm like coke and Patron. I'm on that coke and Patron, 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 coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you hold my phone and won't leave me alone, I'm like Steve, I'm like coke and Patron. I'm on that coke and Patron, 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 coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold that control. All this gold and Patron, I'm hiding my soul, no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold that control. All this gold and Patron, feel like I go pong, curse my cologne. I just opened the zone, smoking the low, so till it's gone. Oh girl on my phone won't leave me alone. She say I treated her wrong. See, I don't believe it at all. I don't trust her soul, outside of my own. I'm out of control, ain't bad all these loans. Time to get back on the road. See this success get it sold. I'm scratching them off, just like the jackpot I'm on. Y'all touch on back on the wall. I made a bet with the Lord. Wouldn't trade no racks for my soul. I can't move backwards for y'all. Ruger on me for the niggas who after the boys shit finna come blast me. I know my niggas asking for war. What kind of action you on? When my kids is at your front door, what are you actually on? When we come with stress of our swords, reminiscing playing basketball at the course for the gas. Now we trap horse board. They get your bows in the jersey with forces. Jordans was actually on. Nike and Reebok, the glasses was on. Now Gucci and Louis be on. Polo and Troy be on. I'm on in the Troy be on. I like a movie be on. I'm on that coke and Patron, 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 coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you hold my phone, it won't leave me alone. I'm like, see, I'm playing coke and Patron. I'm on that coke and Patron, 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 coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this coke and Patron, I'm on coke and Patron. Only 10 in the morning, I might fuck around and drink all of this shit. Smoking ozone with codeine inside of my swisher to compliment all of my hits. EBG waking up early in the morning, I push off the whip and get on with this shit. Shit that I we got that bitches on set and I swear we gon' fuck out of all of my hits. Ball with the wall off the wall till I fall up $1 million, 1 million, we all getting rich. I'm on so much of this coke and Patron, my blood alcohol comes to give all the suspense. Possibly leaning on promethazine in the moment, my smoking the black in this bitch. Roll up the rest of the nuggets so planet, I just got a package, no bag in this shit. Just up the plus like a whole bunch of cars on the road, what that mean I was traffic and shit. Next year I'm moving my talents to Cali, I swear that I ain't looking back at this shit. I need to focus on forward, God trying to open the door. My life was bogus before, ain't no one trying to support. Promising fuck them before, so I keep a pistol inside of my pocket. I pop it, you dropping, I promise I'll open your pores. I'm in your neighborhood service and nervous, 24 hours, no grocery boy. Black and bomb with the cushion and see with the rebels tonight. I'm on coke and Patron. You hold my phone and won't easy, but on the blame me blaming coke and Patron. I'm on that coke and Patron, 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 coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you hold my phone and won't leave me alone, I'm gonna see if I play coke and Patron. I'm on that coke Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron. I've been hiding myself, no eyes in my skull. I'm high as your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold they control. All the Coca Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going on. I've been hiding myself, no eyes in my skull. I hide your hoes. Hold my phone and won't leave it alone. I'm like, maybe let me Coca Patron. Coca Patron, I've been biting your home, hold it control. Just Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron. Just Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron. I need to focus on four, not trying to open the door. My life was bogus before. I'm that Coca Patron, I'm on that Coca Patron. I'm drinking, I'm driving, the test and the beating, I'm sweating, I ain't going on. Coca Patron.
Hello, welcome back everybody to Legend Series. I'm K0pfsache, and you're joining me for the second map match of the day between K0pfsache and Team Spirit. Team Spirit, in fact, are going to be playing two best of twos here, but we just saw them absolutely stomp through a map of cash. We're going through to the second of the day on Overpass here. Let's get live into this now, friend. Let's get pumped. Spirit obviously wanting to start on that CT side, and they're going to get it after winning that knife. And obviously a no-respect style of play in the previous map. And starting us off strong again, hitting the first headshot of the game. Moore's going to get the trade-offs back. A pair of headshots there onto both Dima and Davkos. Both the Ds, double D. As I heard that's popular. Looks like Sumdai Young wanting a piece of this action as well, but he's going to get a shot in the face as well. K0pfsache are notoriously good at these pistols, so obviously expecting them to take at least one here today. The taps come through, and Heats is going to make his way closer. Sotvig gets shot and shut down as well, as Cold-E needs a 1 versus 4 now, as he's being just pincered into this corner. He needs every single headshot, and he's only got one bullet to do it with, then charging in for the knife, but Stipe is going to shut him down before that becomes a possibility. 1-0 for K0pfsache here, and that's almost more rounds than they took in the entirety of the last map. Obviously that was a 16-2. We're maybe looking at a good start from them. Davkos going to be going for no body armor. Nobody else on his team following that approach. Of course, he's wanting the AWP quite early in this half. Teamer and Sumdai Young getting aggressive over towards water. You've got 3 pincers towards the A bomb site. This stack and boost in window, often not checked, neglected by most T sides here on Overpass. It's very commonly beaten by a water push. Down through, you can see that Dima would have no idea that that one was coming. He would not have the advantage coming in there, but K0pfsache stacking only Heats towards that side of the map, and the bomb just behind him. He doesn't need to be getting too aggressive at all. You can see that Spirit is playing a very passive approach here, not going for any peeks into long. Of course, these AKs much better at long range. You don't want to be facing them with the pistols too commonly, especially not the 1675s. As Davkos drops, and Sotvig wants them to edge through this corner. They're going to double peek in there. Stipe next in line, both dropping. A nice 1-2 sucker punch from Team Spirit as they are going for these rifles, as Cody finds another one, picked up AK-47, and Heats his history. Just Bennett left. A brilliant, beautiful triple kill from Cody, and Bennett, he's gone too. So 1-1 here. Spirit crumbling down this attack from K0pfsache. They struggled in the first map, but if that attack had anything to say about it, they might struggle in the second as well. Of of course, we're going to be seeing Spirit playing a doubleheader today with their Epsilon battle coming over in about an hour's time. Over at 22:09 CEST, German time, Central European Summer Time, of course. And Team, what a spray down, what a mow down. He's going to yield $1,800 off the back of that spray there. Triple kill. Sunday Young just tapping away Bennett through that smoke. A headshot. Okay then. And there's only Stipe remaining who wants to back off with the Deagle Armor combo. There's obviously going to be an eco from K0pfsache in the fourth. Not going to have anything at all. Mercy put map 2 K0pfsache and then someone's phone number in chat. Whose phone number is that? Somebody call that. Somebody give that number a ring. Sue's on the other end. Stipe's got no hope in hell of even getting a bomb plant here. Spirit is so good at these situations. And something just jumping up. Even if he gets 1D right out of the server, there's no way that Stipe can even get close enough to get that C4 anywhere near the A bomb site. He's going to be history and spot it out very early in this round. But with only 5 seconds left, he's held back towards toilets, needing to save this Deagle Armor. And that means no money in the bank for him. On the T side, if you don't save, you're going to have no money whatsoever. Heats $4,000, obviously wanting the AWP in the next round. He might be even forced to drop Stipe a rifle, and they could go for a 5 AK combo in the 5th round. I often say that the pistol round isn't the most important round of the half. In fact, the second round is. The round where you're going to break your opponent's economy. Bennett, Kevin, Moores, or Stipe even, all of them taking just massive damage from those nades. A cocktail thrown in, and it doesn't taste too good. They put something hot in that one. And you've got Davkost and Sotvig going towards the A-bomb site, of course, playing a very spread approach here on this CT side. You've got Stipe making his way in. Davkost not really accounting for that. Gets shot right between the eyes. Cody might be next in line as the Deagle edges closer. Another one from Stipe as he's doing all the damage. Runs out of bullets just at the wrong time. Kevin's there to pick up the pieces, but they're very low on HP, but not as low as Sundar Young, who gets shot down as well. Just Heats and Kevin left as Dima finds himself in a 1 versus 3, now 1 versus 2. You've got the bomb on B, about to go down. He's going to have to walk into the 2-man crossfire. Kevin might not have much HP, but he is still alive, and Heats go for the taps. He is going to find that final man. A great round from K0pfsache, and it's all off the back of the individual plays. The Deagle chipping through, the pistol as well. 2-2. Quad M4s, a UMP on Dima. He's got that UMP, that SMG. K0pfsache want to go towards the B bomb site. Cody's never going to win that spray duel. Normally, if you're trying to go for the firefight through the wooden plank, you want to be standing a considerable distance back. You make yourself a much smaller target to hit, unless you're going to get hit a lot less. Cody takes a lot of firefight right through there. And now another flashbang. K0pfsache getting completely caught off guard by that one, but the trade-ups there from Moores and Bennett. Lots of damage from Bennett. All the windows shot out from Sotvig. Wants to do as much damage. All of them. All the windows. Little Vandal. Heat's getting flashed up there. There's a smoke down. Going to try and hold K0pfsache out for a couple more seconds, but the push has to really come through. They've got 40 seconds left, and they are towards the bottom corner of those smokes. Moors finds an angle through. Sopvig finds one and backs off. Great shots, but he has 3 to find, and Heat's going to go through and just poke him out with the AWP. Using it like a spear. 2 to 3. Stabby stab. Sopvig losing a little bit of damage there. I like it when K0pfsache play the more coordinated approaches. They seem to do a lot better there, but Davkos going to at least pick one apart. And the trade-up comes a couple of seconds later. So Davkos eliminated. Good trade-up. AK thrown away. Heat wants to keep the AWP in hand. And they're about to go for this double, and it's Moors to find it. So 3 versus 2 here. Spirit really caught out of the action, caught out of this round. We'll have to go for a save if they can't find this, but Dima making sure that that's not on the menu. Is going to find down Bennett instead. Now the flank comes through. It's long-range duel from some Young. Moors is going to find at least another one. Tries to go for the final headshot as well. Really wanted the ace there, but it's going to be the B site on the cards. Some Young is going to go for the wraparound. He's going to be here at B before the opponents, as he's got the CZ75 out. Might even want to push through the Molotov. Maybe just holding this off for a couple of extra seconds. Quick sit rep. Heat's on 82 HP. Moors on only 20. He's holding down the flank. You've got Moors holding guard with the AK-47. He's pincered into the corner as he's just going to go for this straight-up defuse. He needs to stay alive, but no, he's going to find it. A round stolen away there as K0pfsache can't find the angles. Majority rifles for Spirit here. Of course, not got too much money in their bank. Not too much cash in this one. After taking a lot of damage in the last couple of rounds. K0pfsache, to the contrary, has a full buy here. Utility all round. They're going to be able to go for a set play if wanted, which is certainly what I would recommend for them. You need to be staying out of those choke points. You're going to get sprayed down, and K0pfsache playing very close to the wood once again gets sprayed through. Hasn't learnt his lesson just yet. Over a minute left on the clock, and the push seems to be about to come in. A missed flash, but no missed shots. As Sumdar Young gets sprayed down, K0pfsache finishes off a pair of doubles for the pair of Russians. 4 to 3. Here. Of course, K0pfsache and Spirit wanting to do the maximum amount of damage possible. Some Young and Davkos on the sniper rifles this time, albeit one of them is the Scout, the other being the AWP. You've got Davkos playing quite an aggressive setup with that SSG. And you've got Sumdar Young playing with the secondary AWP towards the B-bomb site. A full flash comes through, but there's the tag. This is likely going to be another shutdown. Sumdar Young gets out the CZ to finish off the final man. It's a run and gun onto Heats. As now K0pfsache need to do something. They need to find some sort of approach. That flash through onto Heats there. Another flash. As you saw that they kind of edged their way through. Almost a double spray down there. And Bennett's not quite close enough to contest. Finally makes his way in, but the trades are being won by Spirit as Stavkost falls back into the corner. This is a 3 versus 2 here. Stavkost can try and dive away, but doesn't even really need to. He can just sit here and wait and stew this one over. He probably is going to go for a shot through this smoke, but will it be accurate? He is actually waiting for it to dissipate instead. And he finds the shot. No idea how he spotted that. Davkos. That might be just why he's one of the best AWPers in the CIS scene. You could barely even see him with X-ray. So how Davkos saw it without, I'm not too sure. He is the lowest fragger though, so maybe wanting to get a little higher on this scoreboard. These are the sort of matches that can really buff your stats on HLTV. When you're playing against maybe lesser opposition, these underdogs, crushing them can really push you up. Stipe getting the initial headshot. The running gun from K0pfsache maybe going to come to a screaming halt though, as K0p just lining them up. The headshots with the AK-47, and they're more in line. K0p, an absolute buffet right in front of him, and he's going to eat everybody up. 7-3. Or Pontavkost. Of course, you'd be wanting the sniper rifle in his hands. These K0pfsache games sometimes fall a little bit flat. This is where you need them to step up if you're going to have a convincing game. You're going to have a contested game. They haven't found a map here in the Legend series. And he's going to go out without any support. There's a dropped man as well. So K0pfsache aren't going to get the pause that they maybe want this round. Davkos makes his way in, and he is playing this like a deathmatch. Stipe eliminated. Bennett going to get the trade on through, but a lot of damage done in the meantime. Bennett sent wailing and flailing. He's got Moors for backup, but Moors hasn't really been hitting too much so far. There's the headshot from Bennett. So evening up the numbers ever so slightly, but neither of these K0pfsache members have all too much to talk of in the way of HP. They're going to get dropped down very shortly, I presume. And it's probably going to be at the hands of Dima on the A-bomb site. Or maybe by K0p, who's playing behind. Knife out at the wrong time. Nevertheless, going to find a frag. And there's an aid to finish things off. Moors sent packing. And Spirit are halfway there to the victory. Davkos, up close and personal with the AWP, a quad kill there. And maybe this one's over. Maybe we might be saying bye-bye to K0pfsache. They have been crushed in this series. They've been able to put nothing up in the way of resistance. Their defense has been just as bad as their attacks. And you'd normally be looking at their T side for some resolve, for some respite. But here today, they are getting absolutely pounded by Spirit. Getting a little faster towards the A-bomb site. This is what I want to see from them. maybe they'll be crushed once again, but a pair of headshots from Stipe, and that's the defense eliminated. Now Spirit have to go for one of the first retakes this map. Davkos plots Kevin right out of the sky, and this is where K0pfsache needs to be careful, because this AWP is closing in. He is very close to these angles. Sumdar Young in behind as well. They are players down, but the headshots are being hit, and the frags are being found. Sumdar Young with a pair of kills there. Stipe and Heats need to nail it up. As the smoke is placed, and it is perfect. Stipe needs to find him. He's only got a second or two left. They're not even going for the shots. Sumdar Young and Davkos going to find them, and that's going to be double digits for the Spirit side. K0p, 4 M4s, 4 rifles, one of which being AK-47 saved up from that previous round from Team Spirit. Of course, K0pfsache going for the 5 rifle setup, neglecting the AWP in Heats' hands, unable to buy it up. Not enough cash to do exactly that. Cody going to take yet more damage through that wall. In the meantime, Spirit looking to maybe get a little more aggressive. That nade going to try and pile through. Stipe going to rattle one away with the AK-47. Davkos completely eviscerated there, and they're about to walk into the M4 of Sotvik on the A-bomb site, who's able to demolish 2 to put a triple in total there. Sotvik just looking to tear them all up, and an ace for him. Sodvik's been one of the heavy hitters, but 9, 8, and 8, that's a lot of assists for him. He's been having all of these kills stolen away, perhaps. Maybe Moores to make his way through first. Sumdar Young rattling him away with the AK-47. And the concoction of nades that Spirit are throwing in early are just no respite for this K0pfsache side. A huge spray down, and it's half over. Night-night K0pfsache, 12-3. Kevin, go for the tap downs. Remember that K0pfsache have really only been successful in these pistol rounds, and that is exclusively successful in these pistol rounds, but this time it might be Spirit taking it home once again. They're finding the initial kills, and there's the bomb plant already. This is going to have to be a tight retake for K0pfsache as they're shooting each other in the face. Moore's going to at least find one headshot there. Dima all the way in the open. A 2 versus 2 here, as K0pfsache might be about to find their second pistol round of this map, but only their 4th round of the map is Moore's. Oh my lord, 180-degree turn. Sotvik eliminated. He's going to find this defuse in the nick of time. He's only going to have a couple of extra seconds. That was in the last 2 seconds, I think. That was a nice 1 versus 2 there. He's going to be feeling good about that. Remember that Spirit are almost a sealed deal through to the Legend Series offline final. That was a nice pistol round played by K0pfsache there. That was a 5 versus 4, but Davkos gonna trade straight back. Moore's gone. Kevin at least finding one back. That was Davkos with the picked up rifle. And he does drop it over to Kevin there, who's now got that M4A4. You've got Coldy with the only rifle on that T side. And they have to be playing these deagles around that, quite a supporting factor. But 12 to 4. And of course, the bomb about to go down. Coldy not going for the spray down through the smoke. Instead, going for the supporting factor. He dives straight into place to the side of Bennett and swipes him out. Beats and Stipe. Last 2 players, and they might be about to walk into this AK-47. Coldy, the only rifle brought up at the start of the round, as he has found the majority of the frags here. A double from him, Sumdar Young matching that effort. He's looking for an Emperor of his own, but couldn't find one just then. He's 18 and 5. What a road rage of a series here for him, as this is pretty much a mirror image of what happened in the first map. Spirit playing a no-nonsense approach, hitting those initial headshots. Kevin has that deagle. And of course, you've got K0pfsache with nothing else in the way of investment around that. Heat's going to be the first to fall. Kevin, the only buyer here. He is completely out of the action, though, towards main. They are going to find one of these players. One of the AK-47s. That's a perfect flash as well. Right into the face of Stipe. They've still got Kevin around this corner, but he's only got a deagle. The AK-47 is long gone here. As Kevin finds a pair of headshots there. Nicely done. 13-4. So a couple of pickups. A pair of AK pickups, in fact, as Kevin and Moores are going to have to invest into rifles at least. He's going to throw that one. Look at that. That was a rugby player style throw, an American football Hail Mary throw with the AK. We should get a replay on just that throw. That was crazy. An iron arm, perhaps. But just look, no nonsense from Spirit, straight into the B-bomb site. This round's pretty much over before the clock even hits 1 minute 30. They're going to get the bomb down here, and instead of the pistol round 5 versus 4, you're playing against a fully kitted out Spirit side who have utility to hold you back. They've got smokes and Molotovs to hold this one out. And K0pfsache need a round or two to just limit the damage that this is going to do to the legend points, but I don't think that it's going to matter too much. I think that Spirit are pretty much on the home straight here. And then they'll be going forward to their second opponents of the night, of course, Epsilon, and we'll be really seeing what Epsilon can do to maybe dent Spirit, or are they going to have a completely clean approach? This is brutal. 15-4. We just saw a 16-2 about half an hour ago, and we might be about to see a scoreline that isn't too redeeming either. We might be seeing the 16-4 here. Spirit about to make their final approach into the B-bomb site. Some die young in first. He's going to find that initial shot. Bennett down, and 4 more to find here. I think Heats might be next in line. He's right behind this smoke, and he's being mollied to pieces here. He's being shot away as well. They can't see him behind the clouds. But here's history. You've got K0pfsache about to try and make their way through, but Dima going to eliminate both there on the entry. Only one more frag for Kevin before it's all said and done. Davkost finding the final frag of the game. So 16-4 there, and that is the last we'll see of K0pfsache tonight. That was quite a dominating performance from start to finish. A 16-2, a 16-4, and Team Spirit just rocking and rolling the way onto the second match of the night. Of course, it's going to be Team Epsilon. We're going to be showing you that one in just over 20 minutes time. So make sure you see us right here on the main stage for that second match of the day. See you soon.
Want to win great gaming gear? Our partner Lioncast allows us to present you a monthly